Hello, and today we're going to learn about Android Studio. It's basically an Android development framework. You develop app using Android Studio. Not sure about games though, but you could use and Unity to make an Android games these days. So I don't think you should use Android Studio for gaming or game development. I mean, you should download the Android Studio and then install it, which is I think you should cover it in a separate video how to install Android Studio because it's pretty complicated if you don't have the knowledge of it. And yeah, I have already run it. And if you open, let's see, because I already okay, go. Android Studio here. Yeah, I'm using Dolphin version 2021 3.1 patch 1 under Studio Dolphin. And yeah, this is the landing app. I think yeah, we could make a new project. Well, because this is an introduction video, we're going, yeah, it's just basically introduction, not going to advanced code stuff. So let's just select the basic activity. Just, yeah, it's like a starter template basically. Yeah, but let's select this basic activity and let's set up the name, which are tutorial tutorial, and we're going to use Android 5.0 Lollipop API version 21 because the thing with Android devices, Android development, I mean, make sure your supported Android device is as high as possible while retaining the feature as advanced as possible. Well, that depends on your app's feature because some features not supported on the older version, so you have to consider that. But in our case, because it's just a simple welcome app, we're going to use Lollipop. Yes, Lollipop is enough, and it's cover 99 and I mean 98.8% of Android device in the whole world. So yeah, okay. There's there's there are only like what 1.2% of Android device in the whole world which can run our apps. So yeah, that number is pretty small. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about there is two language in Android Studio, which the first is Java and the good old Java, and the second is the Kotlin. The Kotlin is much newer one, around but not really that new. It's 2017, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I recommend using Java because why Java, you might ask? Because it's longer, it's older. It means the documentation is more complete and detailed. And while Kotlin, yeah, it's new, they got more feature, but yeah, it's still new around 2017, like what, 5 years ago. If there's documentation on it, like on like problems on Stack Overflow, there are much more question on Stack Overflow regarding Java than Kotlin. And the second one is Java is like basic language, basic for programming language. So if you learn Java, then you migrate to me, and then you migrate to Kotlin. It's going to be easier than you learn Kotlin first, then migrate to Java later. But yeah, I don't know about the percentage of development apps using Java or Kotlin. I mean, which one is more popular? But I think the Kotlin, because it's much newer, it's more popular. And by the way, I wrongly select the project. Yeah, let's make a new one. It should be empty activity. Apology. Let's call it tutorial 2 and Java and the volleyball. Yeah, that's the basic activity to advance for us. And we got there's two files, two category of files in Android Studio. Which one? The first is the Java or Kotlin. You use Kotlin. It's called there, and there's activity and class if you use class to simplify your code and beautify your code. And there is interface, which is XML. You could code. If you don't like to code XML, you could drag and drop the design like this from the palette, much easier. But yeah, I prefer drag and drop the what's this, the stuff of us, then adjust it through code. So that's that. And yeah, and we could run it on, why there's no device, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm going to use the emulator. Well, you could use your smartphone Android device, obviously, but in this case we're going to use in this case we're going to use Android emulator, because it's much simpler than like using benchmark. I mean, like using physical Android device. So setting the connection started. Now, I disabled my hyper v I don't know, Intel stuff. Why there's GeForce on Android emulator? Why is tag as gaming? I don't get it. And my emulator doesn't list it in my device. I don't get it. Why? IDB is kind of weird, honestly. Okay, device. Yeah, forgot. At least device. I don't remember the. Devices, not least device. Devices. No, no, connected. Well, okay then. Yeah, that's our. Yeah, maybe we should cover the ADB. Yeah, DM run on emulator on the next video. Well, solve this ADB problem. So yeah, see you in the next video.